Hello everyone and welcome back to No More Heroes. So, we're doing more designated fights, but we do get to the next boss in this part, so don't worry there. So,
what part is going to be like just a pure filler?
It happens. It always does.
It just kind of has to.
Yeah.
But it does introduce us to all the guys we'll be fighting, so.
Chest hole.
This hole leads to another dimension?
Does it?
Apparently. That's what they said. Would the game ever lie to you?
Yes, constantly.
So...
Okay.
Wait, what?
No, I kind of like the game. This game keeps the jingle from the first two when you're getting your beam katana ready. Although, does the No More Heroes theme show up in this game in any capacity?
Yeah.
Because I heard some remix of it in the beginning.
Yeah,
like,
it does.
Like during the intro, but like does the like
do
the tracks from like the first two games pop up in this game at all? Or is it just all original?
I think it's mostly original besides like the main theme.
So I know in the first two games you had to like unlock the wrestling masks to get the wrestling moves that you do. Is there anything similar in this game?
No, not really. I mean, you kind of just have all your moves. The extra stuff is mostly in the chip system.
And that's a lot like...
Travis Strikes Again. I think the reason they did that was primarily to make sure that the wrestling moves kind of all did the same thing for the most part, so there's no real reason to get more of them, if that makes any sense.
By that you just mean they did more damage than a normal attack?
Yeah, so... And it
Remember,
knocked
in the first
them on the
game,
ground, so...
Yeah, the first game, the wrestling mask did unlock new moves.
Yeah, but they didn't functionally do much different, is more the thing.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I played the first game. I don't know the exact action of that off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure like some later moves you got just did more damage altogether as a means of rewarding you for going out of your way to collect the mask.
Sure, but functionally speaking, they're not going to do a whole lot different, so...
Because I know a fucking Brainbuster better do more damage than a DDT.
They also looked different, which is important in a game like this.
Yeah.
Because, like, you need to like get flashier stuff just to keep you interested.
Yeah. And wrestling does have a lot to pull from, at the very least.
Yeah, it definitely does. I'm just waiting for the day where somebody memorizes all of Trav's moves, and the fact that he shouts out what he's going to do before he does it fucks him over. Do they ever do that in anime, where like somebody shouts the name for their signature move, and then the bad guy's like, haha, fuck you. I knew what that one was going to do.
Because you shout the name out.
More, not strictly that, but I forgot which show it is, but at one point, because one of the main characters is like full on, you know, I like to reach down and jump sort of stuff. He tries doing a Kamehameha and charging it up all dramatically and stuff, and the guy just, you know, teleports behind him and just smacks him around. And rather than learning the lesson of full, you know, slow charging moves are bullshit, he takes a go, I'm not ready to use this technique yet. And it's like, no, it's just a stupid thing you're trying to do here.
I mean, I feel that was used against this guy from, what was it, Jackie Chan Adventures? He's had a name for every single one of his moves.
I haven't watched that show in so long.
He shouted them out loud, and it was funny. But I would like to think if there's anyone that would use that against him, it's there. Because, like, he always shouted his attack names very loudly.
There's a scorpion.
Oh, there's a scorpion. That didn't have its texture finished.
No, it's supposed to look like that.
Nah, I don't believe it.
Wait, so what did the scorpions do in the old games?
They were just a pain in the ass.
They were just a pain in the ass. Yeah, they were part of a minigame that was really fucking annoying to complete.
So yeah, if you get them, you give them to the sushi guy, and, you know, he makes food.
You eat scorpion?
Yeah, I was like, would you eat scorpion?
So you know, like, that Japanese blowfish or whatever that, like, has a 10% chance to kill you?
Fugu.
Yeah. Like...
Yeah.
I'm not eating anything that has a definite chance to kill me immediately. I mean,
that's why it's specially prepared.
Yeah, but even when it's prepared correctly, you still die, right?
You need a license to even prepare that food.
Also, generally speaking, whenever you're talking about like a scorpion or something, it's really only parts of it that are poisonous. So it's like the claws aren't poisonous, so you could like fry those or something.
Yeah, but they'd be really small, and I don't know how much like meat there would be. Or
Oh,
like...
sure. I'm just saying it's like as long as you're not cooking the poison parts, you should be fine.
Okay, so scorpions are a common street food in China and can be found in California, Arizona, New Mexico, and other southwestern states. They taste a bit like crab, but if you decide to dine on scorpion, you have to make sure that you cut the stinger off first, and you have to superheat them.
I mean, how much is there else to eat in Arizona, though? To be fair,
I mean, people eat bugs.
I mean, if we're thinking about like sustainability, we'd be better off eating more bugs than like beef, because beef is just a nightmare.
Yeah. You think Travis could backwards long jump?
Probably.
He'd try.
Oh yeah, no. Travis has definitely tried to backwards long jump. Whether or not he has succeeded, we don't know.
I'm just imagining him going Yahoo, Yahoo.
Yeah. That's him getting the backwards long jump.
No, that's how he sounds with Downward Dog again, with Sylvia.
Yeah. Oh my god. Was he getting fucking tased?
Do you have a request, good sir? Kill Destiny.
Propagate fashion. Okay.
So you can like spend your extra money on like
T-shirts and stuff.
Is that
So,
just an alien? Like,
Yeah.
I guess they're not all assholes.
Yeah. So basically, for doing various achievements, you get T-shirts.
Touch grass, Travis.
If Travis touched grass, he'd explode.
I like that name, Travis Touchgrass. Oh, the lawnmower game. Okay.
Yep.
Does he still
Twirl.
raise his arms in the air? Yeah.
This lawnmower has turbo mode.
Oh, cool.
Which makes
So
it
they
easier.
learned their lesson from the first game.
Yeah.
Oh, there was also a lawnmower game, I think, in the second game too.
Yeah, it's a running gag.
Yeah, that along with the scorpion game.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You're doing the spiral technique instead of what I do, which is like the snake
Rose.
technique. Yeah. No, I snake,
The
so
what
I'll go.
technique?
I'll do a snake, so I'll go all the way up, and then I'll like
All the way
turn and then
across.
go down instead of going back and forth to
Yeah.
have it take less time.
Well, that depends. For me, that just depends on the cut of the grass, really. 'Cause this is just kind of an amorphous blob of grass in the center of the lawn. If like the full lawn needed to be cut, I would do it that way.
I just hire someone else to do it. Not sure how I feel about Travis's face there.
He's very proud of himself.
Yeah,
As he should be.
very Chad.
No More Heroes confirmed stealth method for mom to get their teenagers to do their goddamn chores.
So yeah, there are different levels of the minigames as well, so it gets harder.
And
I'm not going to be here doing that, so...
I was kind of hoping you just eat shit.
Not quite.
Just run right into the bushes.
Tree... But I'm trying to find the ranking thing first, I think. It can be a little hard to find because it's in the yellow circle on the map, which is a noise.
Is it that red icon, or is that your bike?
That's my bike.
Oh, no, there's two red icons.
What do
Well,
the ones in the top red corner mean? The two.
Those are the
red-
things. Those are the things you have to get.
Okay, no, the red icon is you.
Yeah, the red icon's
and
the
the-
other red icon is your bike.
Yeah. And you just have to go with this beeping that you're hearing
Well, that's
to
no, that's
learn
for
if you're pucks.
no, that's for the trees. More than anything. So.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah.
okay, if it's just for the tree, yeah, just for the trees. Okay, I thought it was okay. That's really weird.
It is very weird. Yes.
Thinking I don't know why they just don't put a waymark on the map.
People seem
Yeah,
very
it's 'cause
chill
you're-
about the impending alien invasion.
Either that or they're oblivious to it.
Or they're just trying to deal with it in their own way.
What would be your alien invasion coping mechanism?
Hiding in my
games.
house and playing video games. Yeah. Sorry, boss. Can't come into work today. I've got an alien invasion going on.
You understand?
You know what? Actually, we live we were living through a literal plague and they made us go into work. So, you know, we wouldn't be able to get away with that. I do like the little alien thing mixed with the No More Heroes jingle. Like, that's catchy and cool.
Somewhat of a mini boss. Change Leah, pardon.
That just, you know, that guy, that just looks like what somebody would be wearing in the woods LARPing, you know.
Thunderbolt.
Like, that's the last thing.
Thunderbolt.
That's the last thing I want to see in a fucking forest at night, though.
What, is somebody wearing like a random horse head?
Yeah, well, antler head at the very least, deer head.
So he's more of a mini boss than a regular enemy.
I'm assuming if you're playing him not on New Game Plus, he puts up more of a fight.
Yeah.
'Cause-
This game on New Game is fairly difficult. Not like brutally hard, but I did actually die a few times.
So like on a standard game, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Because he basically didn't even try there.
Yeah. The reason I didn't care too much about doing a New Game Plus is because this game does the recolor method
Oh,
of enemies. So there's not a ton of enemies. It's more what situation is they throwing you with the enemies and just making them beefier.
Well, your stats improve as the game continues, right?
Yeah,
So,
there's a stat shop I'll show.
Yeah. So in that case, when there's a stat system in place, I usually don't mind recolors as much, because if they don't do that, then effectively certain enemy types just stop existing functionally later in the game. Like in an RPG, for example, like if you come up against the birds early in the game and then they don't ever recolor that bird, you know, you effectively never see them again, because if they do show up, you kill them in one hit. It's just a matter of, I'm okay with enemies reappearing throughout the game. It just, there needs to be variety among that, you know?
Yeah,
like,
so it's not that's kind of why I did it this way, because like we'll be seeing more powerful versions of those enemies at the end of the game anyway, where they're more at my level, so it's not a huge deal.
yeah.
I'm more of a fan, if you have to recolor an enemy, maybe adding one or two other details too, just to insinuate that it's an upgrade besides it just being blue, as opposed to this bird being red.
That's fair.
That's more doable in an action game than an RPG, I think.
Yeah. Well, an RPG nowadays, I don't think, because, you know, back then you couldn't do that because of space limitations, obviously. But, like, in an RPG now, if you want to adhere to that tradition, just like give the bird a hat.
They do that in Paper Mario pretty well, where later enemies will, like the Koopa Trolls, for example, like they get spikes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Actually, in general, Paper Mario is pretty good about that, because when they bring enemies back, they usually get new moves and stuff too. Like,
Yeah.
the purple Koopas in the sewers will do like a dizzy move and stuff like that. And the green Goombas do a charge move and whatnot. So you see the enemy again, and the same strategies generally work, but there's also twists on it.
Yeah.
We're real close.
Who the hell is he talking to?
You're a good
Gold
friend,
Joe.
too.
He's talking to the, he's talking
I
to,
got you mixed up
he's talking to
in
Fu.
this fight, especially when you helped me break out.
Friend, I'm so honored. I will give you my life, Your Majesty.
Life
Wait,
isn't
is that
something
guy-
you give away.
Oh, okay, he's only got one. All right. For a second, I thought he was quadruple fisting, because he has 4 hands. And that would have been really funny.
Balls.
No, no, they're just sharing boba tea.
It's like they're drinking boba because they keep mentioning little balls.
Yeah, it's just boba tea.
I never had boba, so I don't know exactly
I've only tried
what that
it
entails.
once. It's not my thing. I'm not a huge fan.
Are you supposed to, like, drink the balls? Or is the balls just for flavoring?
No, you're supposed to drink the balls, and they're like chewy. It's weird.
Oh, look, it's like I never had boba. Boba just, I don't know, texturally, the texture of the tea itself just looked disgusting to me.
Yeah, it's like
And texture's a big thing for me.
it's not really my favorite thing.
So here,
Oh, the doctor.
yeah, she's a tree now.
She's a tree?
So yeah, here's her upgrade system.
I like how she called you creepy ass Otak.
Well, she always ridiculed your likes.
See,
Why is she a tree?
She was in the old games, though, right? Like,
Yes.
Yeah, she was the doctor. She got a boob job in the second game.
Yeah. So basically, you have you also have two sets of currency. You have one for paying for the rankings and physical good, and then you have this currency which is for your upgrades. So you never have to worry about choosing between upgrades and continuing on.
oh,
So even after your first playthrough, you didn't have enough to get everything.
Yeah.
so I see that you.
I mean, I could have if I just grinded like
Yeah.
jobs and stuff, but I didn't want to do that.
So I see you didn't like the dash attacks that much.
I didn't. No, it's more I just didn't upgrade the moves that much. If I can kill things faster and survive longer, that's more important than another move. So here's where you do chip stuff.
See, back then, I'd agree where I put more upgrades into health just to survive longer. But nowadays, I'm more in, like, just making my attack stronger because
Well, no, that's
my mentality is...
I did, but
Yeah, my mentality is if I kill them fast enough, they won't be a threat.
yeah, same.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of this goes straight over my head.
Yeah, there's a lot of things happening on the screen right now. So like,
it's just-
so what's the Death Glove chip?
It's the stuff from Travis Strikes Again where you like had force push and stuff.
Yeah,
It's just those things, and they have like different moves and stuff. So you need materials to make the chips, and then that's what you get from like the regular fights, and you get special materials from boss fights, which you can refight whenever you want, things like that. So again, not at all required. So
Does Shinobu ever get better, or is she just in there dying the whole game?
for
she's
most
probably
of
there
them,
until like the end of the game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you talk to Bad Girl in the house too, or no?
You can, and she's mostly just kind of wallowing and stuff. So also,
Because like, I don't think she's gonna be catatonic forever.
no, but thankfully, most of the ranking fights you don't have to drive to. They're just this convenient portal right here just to take you to it.
That's nice. Can you like warp back to the motel at any time, or
Yeah, you can warp. Yeah, basically.
okay?
What a generic ass ringtone, Travis.
The number 9 ranked assassin is Gold Joe.
Now you have to move your Switch console up to your ear.
Yeah,
He smuggles and sells hazardous ores and minerals.
like Boba.
Ores are made into weapons of mass destruction. So he is a threat to the peace and safety of the galaxy.
Is he?
Go crazy, Travis. Welcome to the Garden of Insanity.
Oh, now it's Garden of Insanity. Make up your mind, Sylvia.
She's been gardening a lot the past couple of years. You know.
Yeah.
When you go that long between releases, you have to pick up a hobby. So
Yeah. All right.
Harvey.
I'm gonna get this Harvey of mine.
you know, well, she also picked up a Harvey because she was jealous of Travis's bike.
Yeah. Got 2 of them.
This is totally different from the last spaceship.
So if their technology is different, it means these guys have all come from different planets. This sounds dangerous. We gotta think of a way to strike back.
That was the last game.
Just remember that Earth also counts as a planet in space. Bloodthirsty people are generally the same everywhere. Now come on, let's go.
So there's not
So
like
are
a
there
level before the boss fight
Yeah.
anymore.
That's what I was about to ask.
Sometimes,
Okay.
but generally,
Oh my god, he's gonna make you play Intelligence Cube.
he's North Pole, South Pole gimmick.
What, magnets?
Yeah. How do they work?
Oh my god, he's bored.
Artwork. I project images relevant to one another onto physical matter, making it seem as though there's a beautiful space existing right there. It's
Yay.
So projection mapping, right? I'm already sick of seeing that shit. With this sort of thing, from like the second time you see it, your brain already understands what's going on. You can't not see it as fake.
Oh, snap. Snap, crackle, and bippity pop.
I don't like this 3PO. People are right, the Disney trilogy sucks.
3PO doesn't even do anything in the
I
sequel
mean, I think it
trilogy.
looks nice, Travis.
No, not really.
Oh,
No, I mean, he has significance in the third movie.
crackle, and bippity.
In the Disney trilogy?
All right, we get it.
Yeah. Remember, they have to hijack his brain in order to get the...
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, that was dumb. Man.
Yeah. Yes, I will.
Man. Rise of Skywalker is a bad movie.
So you're gonna use blue and red magnetic north-south to bust out some just slightly puzzle-ish attacks, right?
Damn!
Well,
Damn!
at least
Okay.
Travis bothered to, tell
Who's
us
the
what
one
to do,
playing
so.
the organ in the back, just like having a grand old time?
Throw up an N mark above your head and throw up an S for blue. That'll make it simpler. Gamers like that kind of thing.
Thank you for explaining the entire boss fight for me, Travis.
Do exactly as you say.
This guy's very courteous, listening to Trav's feedback.
Now show me a good time. Spin death throw.
So I noticed that thing pop up every once in a while. What exactly is that?
Yeah, I was gonna ask too. Uh-oh, we killed Ryan. Now we'll never know what it
Oh
does.
boy. All right. So Ted, me and you, we're gonna assume what it does.
Okay, when you do the yellow one, that means that your toast
Right.
is ready. All right.
Okay.
So
And the down one, it means you're bored and you get back on your ass.
yeah, pretty much right. And when you get the 3 cherries,
Yeah.
that means that your mom's calling and she wants to know why you don't talk to her anymore.
Yeah, 3 cherry shit. I thought that'd be like 3 bars. No, that'd be 2 sevens in a bar. 2 sevens in a bar.
2 sevens in a bar. Okay.
Yeah, 2 sevens in a bar.
Okay.
Okay, so for context, ladies and gentlemen, because we have to bring this up, Ryan's internet just died, and he is out of the Discord call. But our recordings are still going, and we're going to keep it going just for the sake of getting things moving along. Because we're already 21 minutes into this part, and I'm not starting this shit over.
Yeah.
So Ted and I are going to carry the rest of this part as much as we can.
And I assume that purple means that, like, you and the boss decide that all this violence, is it really going to solve anything? So you sit down and you pull out a couch for a minute and you try to have, like, a reasonable one-on-one discussion. Okay?
You know, blue and red make purple.
Yeah. But then, because Travis is a jackass, he eventually gets annoyed, and you get back up and you start fighting him again.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the green one, that one asks Ryan if his internet is working again.
I'm going to assume everything is okay on his end. But anyway, back to the fight.
Can you guys hear, like, a banging in my background?
No.
Okay, good.
I think that's just Travis cutting the dude in half.
No, that's definitely coming from my
Yeah. See, every once in a while, I have to worry about like planes going over my head because I'm actually not that close, not that far from like one of those private airports where like all those personal planes fly in,
Oh man.
that sort of shit. So like every once in a while, shit will get pretty loud. You'll hear like a buzzing, and I gotta mute the mic as soon as I can.
Yeah, when I'm at my aunt's place, she lives near the airport, so
Yeah.
you'll just hear like the planes go like, and I'm glad I don't ever have to record from there because this is just the sort of thing you think about when you do internet things. Is just like, how would you ever do recording if like you could hear the planes lift off every 30 minutes?
I'd imagine, and I don't know, maybe just wait until late at night. Because that was kind of the issue that I ran into, like living in the city, is I can't do much recording in the afternoon, or at least early afternoon, because there's just so much traffic outside.
Oh, and Sarah was playing Animal Crossing.
Oh, cool. Do people still play Animal Crossing?
I mean, apparently.
I don't know. I just feel like kind of that game just dropped off the face of the earth after like the first few months.
I mean, somebody apparently just is. We just saw proof.
Yeah.
I mean, I stopped playing it, but then again, I didn't really start playing a lot of New Leaf until my second time trying to play it. When I first played New Leaf, I played it for like a month and then put it down. And then a year later, I picked it back up and played it for like 2 years straight.
Oh, Jesus. Still have not played it myself.
Not
sure how I
New
feel
Horizons.
about that. Yeah.
I mean, it's good. Like, it's still a really good game. I think the problem is just that I feel like what Nintendo thought was content and what people thought was content were two different things. So, for example, Nintendo gave you a lot of tools to be able to like make the town look however you want it to look, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
The thing is that I feel like for a lot of people, they made the town the way they wanted it to look like, and then they were done, and they didn't want to do that feature anymore. And I think Nintendo wanted you to like always be fiddling with it, you know. And so that's why they when they release more content and stuff, it's like, oh, now there's some extra stuff you can put outside. And then other people are like, yeah, but I want more things to do outside. And Nintendo thinks that making the stuff...
More wallpaper.
The ranking system as usual, then I've got a lot more experience.
That is why the UAA is running this thing.
Damn, Sylvia. Are the kids doing okay?
We do not have time.
That means no.
Yeah. The kids are dead, Travis. It's all your fault.
Trav and Sylvia would be terrible. I keep on saying Trav because we just did the charity marathon, right?
Yeah, and we know what Trav, yeah.
Travis and Sylvia seem like terrible parents.
I didn't think they were going to have kids.
No.
Like, I just thought it was just purely a sexual relationship, not really lovey-dovey.
I mean, granted, yeah, agreed, but at the same time, they are probably terrible parents.
Yeah.
Like, would you want Travis Touchdown to be your dad? I don't think so. Don't answer that question for the record.
Yeah,
I don't.
So I'm assuming like every one of these boss fights has some sort of like anime-inspired credit sequence, and like the episode ends. Yeah, because we just getting like a cast roll here.
I assume so. I could only read Fu. Though.
That's not accurate. Shinobu's arms are still there.
No, oh yeah, you were right. She did have a cyborg arm for one of her arms.
Yeah. She lost it in the first game.
Oh.
Because you cut it off.
You cut it off?
Yeah.
And now both of her arms got cut off. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I was so weird. I was weirded out by that because like since that cybernetic arm. So a gag in the second game, for those that remember, was that it was during the battle against Destroy Man, the two of them, and her arm just comes right off, and it's meant to be a gag because it's an implant, but it didn't bleed. Like it bled in this game, and I was kind of caught off guard by that. I won't lie though, I do like the production value of this game.
No, there's all like when we were joking earlier about did all the budget go into the anime cutscene?
Yeah.
I like the anime like the anime style like credits, not credits, but like commercial stills.
Yeah, they're putting more effort into it.
Yeah, but like those are really cool. And I think it does add to the like vibe the game's giving off.
Because it helps when you don't have another game for like 10 years.
That also helps, yes.
All right, hopefully Ryan's in there. We'll be back by the next part. So see you guys later.